on mine. Baby. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Present Not Perfect. I'm your host, Mimi Janite, and today we got a topic to talk about that I think a lot of people are going to relate to. If you're out there trying to make something of yourself and you just want to become a better person, I feel like this conversation today is going to be one for you. So let's get into it, right? Just to give a little background, moments in my life where I would just do, right? I would continue just doing things and I wouldn't think about whether I'm good at it or not. I would kind of just do it either because it's fun or because I just want to learn something. It's not until like a couple years ago, I would say, that I started noticing that even things that I was good at, I started feeling like I wasn't good at anymore. It's like a narrative came into my head like I was not up to par. So then I just started thinking to myself, like, am I supposed to be doing this? Is this what's for me for real? Or am I just playing myself? And it gives you a lot to think about, because then it's just like, what is the best route to make sure that I don't feel like I have no jurisdiction in this area that I'm trying to excel at? I'm going through a class right now where I'm learning more about being a sound bowl practitioner, and being in this class brought out a whole different level of this quote unquote imposter syndrome. This class has made me come to the awareness that even if I could be good at something, I may still beat myself up over not being as good as somebody else. And that essentially makes me start to think, am I supposed to be doing this? Is this something that is meant for me? And you can really get discouraged. Like that could take you down a real deep rabbit hole. And it'd be hard to take yourself back out, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible to rewire your thought processes to not completely go and derail you from what it is that you're trying to do, to still give yourself that, like, you got this, right? And even if one day you're not as good as you used to be or you thought you were, and the next day you're like that much better, like, to take each day as its own day is the best course of action. I feel like a lot of us put a lot of pressure on ourselves to create something, and the moment it's not the way we see it, like it was supposed to be, we start to feel like it's not the right way. And I think by now we should figure that if it doesn't happen the way we envisioned it, doesn't mean that that's the wrong way that it should happen. I feel like we need to stop selling ourselves short when it deviates from the vision that we initially had, because the goal is always going to be the same. How we, transpire through the entire journey to get to that goal is a completely different story. So, for instance, if you're learning how to paint and all of a sudden you're learning all of these different techniques and these new things, and you're kind of overwhelming yourself, one, but then you start to see that your output is not where you want it to be. The entire situation here is the fact that you started something that you wanted to do. You started painting. You did the due diligence of figuring out the techniques that are out there, your own version. In time, that's exactly what you're working toward, is to make it in your own way. You're doing all of that. You're kind of stockpiling everything in your mind. And this is also a good thing. You all of a sudden start comparing yourself. The beautiful thing about this is the fact that the moment you start comparing yourself, you're already in the realm of, you are in the same boat as these other people, that because now you're comparing yourself to them. So that means that there's something similar with the both of you. Something is in there that is making you compare yourself with these other people that you think are greater. So that's a beautiful thing. I don't want anybody to like, because there's always a silver lining. There's always like two ways to look at a situation. We can always look at the negative. Like, we already know that imposter syndrome is deep. It can get there. But what are the good qualities that this brings into the surface? I think we should also look at those, because they are not non-existent. They are there. So let's bring light to these two, because we're so focused on the negative parts. Let's bring the positive parts into it also, right? So all of these things are good things, because now you're getting yourself into the motion of being a painter. So the moment that you actually sit and realize you are not in competition with the others that you compare yourself to. In a sense, you could be. However, it's not like a competition that you're trying to move. You're not trying to move them from their seat. You're making your own seat at the table. So it's not a competition to remove anybody. So you can sit there and reflect exactly what you're trying to make into existence and know that you also have a seat at the table. Imagine if everyone that wanted to be a painter, or everyone that wanted to create some type of artistic output, Van Gogh, Basquiat, two different styles of art, right? Two different styles of art, but they found ways to express that for themselves. And that's basically, I feel, the gift that imposter syndrome brings for us, because then it starts making us think, okay, if I feel like this is not something I should be doing, how can I make myself feel like this is perfect for me now? Because it's not the action, it's not the painting that's the issue. You already know that you can. You already know that the painting is being done. Now it goes from not comparing yourself to the other people, oh, it doesn't look like theirs, so I might not be that good, into this is how I want to present what it is that I've created, what it is that I've seen. I've collected all of this knowledge, and this is the way I want to put it out. Nobody can say anything to you, not one thing, when you allow yourself to just be in that space, that positive mind space, where even if you are going to beat yourself up, you know the end game, it's going to be a completely different thing. New ideas, new formations, new inventions, new innovations. Everything is going to be new because it's coming from you, and you're grabbing all of these things and you're creating your own derivative. We're literally derivatives of each other, right? So to create your own sense of that, that is something that would be legacy. That would be legacy. That's something you put in the world, and who knows who it can affect. The same goes with this. For me to go ahead and come on here and talk to you guys like I know what I'm saying. It's really me going based off of my life experience and the things that I see others go through. Me just coming here to talk about it. Now imagine I were to say, oh, mine isn't gonna look like everybody else's, which initially that's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, oh, I gotta do it this way because I've seen these different podcasts that do it this way and I appreciate how they look, and now I'm trying to do it myself. And like, there was a vlog that I was doing called 21 Minutes with Mimi, and within these 21 Minutes with Mimi segments, the first one that I had, I set up cameras and it was like production. Like, you could get angles, like it was deep. Like, and I was just like, okay, because I've seen this is what other people do. But that was a lot for me. And I wasn't like feeling drawn to do it that way. It was too much preparation and not enough deliverance for me at the end. It wasn't giving what I wanted it to be. Plus, it was just making me overwhelmed because I had a whole bunch of other shit that I was taking care of. So it was just like, oh my gosh. But other than that, the action of doing that, I was able to see what my technique was, like what I wanted to make. Like, maybe further down the line, as I have more assistance and, other things get implemented, it'll be another 2 angle. Or I may collect some equipment that could help me do 2 angles. So then I understand and I can see. But as of right now, in order for me to execute, in order for me to put out so that I'm not sitting here thinking, oh, I'm not the greatest, or it's not the best that I can do, or other people are out there, they're doing it better. I don't even have to put in the time or the work. It doesn't even have to get there. I need to just do. And this is why I show up now, because I understand the gift that imposter syndrome is bringing for me. It's not to debilitate me. It's not to bring me down. It's to show me that I don't have to be the same. I don't have to be like everybody else. So when I appreciate my own after seeing everybody else's, collectively, it just fits. Nobody's trying to, boom, boom on anybody else. Everybody has their lane. Everybody has their space to be in. And that right there is like, thank you, imposter syndrome. Like within everything in life, there's so much on the spectrum on both ends that we need to be aware of. We can't always just stay on the one side. And I get that, puts me in a space where I'm always seeing like the gray, but they both exist. I cannot say one is without the other. I cannot say pain exists and not pleasure. Once one portion is in existence and it's acknowledged, just know the other version of it, the other portion, the other side exists also. So I think we need to reframe our mind when it comes to imposter syndrome and how we regulate through it, because I think we can make a big movement with this if we just use it better. Like, okay, I feel like I'm not good enough right now. Okay, let's see where this could go. And not to quit, but to reorganize, reformat, make it fit you more. You're not doing anything you shouldn't be doing, unless you feel like you shouldn't be doing it. But then in your heart of hearts, just really give it your best shot. Go full force, go full fledged. And until you do that, until you're like, oh, I gave it everything I have, I gave it everything. Until you do that, do not say that you're not good enough and that you're not supposed to be. I mean, do whatever you want to do, really. I'm just here as a speculator. Like, I'm just shooting theories out here. But I'm going to take what I'm saying for real. So you can take it, you could leave it, but I would implore to just keep going. Keep doing the big thing. Keep doing the small thing. Keep doing the hard thing. Keep doing the easy thing. Keep doing something that will connect you with what you desire. And don't allow the negative thoughts to drain you, but when they do come, rewire them. You're a negative thought. Why are you here? Okay, let's work you. Boom. Into a positive or into something that works for you. We don't need to be toxic in positivity. If it doesn't work for you in the positive realm, take it to the negative realm. It might change somewhere there, However, do not stop yourself from creating. Do not stop yourself from moving forward with what it is that you desired, and then start to see there's a bit of imbalance. Make it balanced again. That's all it is. That's all it takes. It's while I was talking to you guys, I was really about to go on a different rant. I really was. About how, imposter syndrome is this whole thing. And it's while I was talking to you guys that I came into awareness like, oh, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. Let me think imposter syndrome instead of bashing it. Let me think it. Because otherwise I wouldn't feel like I can better something. Make it my own way. Make it my own version. And not all the time will it have to go that way. Other people, like if you're not experiencing imposter syndrome, there are moments where you can get to wherever it is you're going without having a negative thought attached to what it is that you're doing or the end goal. Other people get to the end goal differently, but if you are experiencing imposter syndrome at this moment, you're not alone, one, and you gonna make it through it. Two, keep going. That's it. Just keep going. Understand it's for your betterment. Understand it's just to show you the other side. Understand it's just to show you there's a difference here that can be made. Where do you fit in with that? And mold it through there. Grow it through there. But at the end of the day, baby, you got it. You got it on lock. Don't doubt yourself. Don't go down that road. You got it. Okay? So I appreciate y'all for coming. Please, 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 whatever it is you're doing right now, just like the video. I would just appreciate if you like the video. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. Subscribe to me if you like my vibes. If you like what I'm saying, if you would like to converse with me and just like chop it up about whatever it is, I would love to hear you guys' conversation pieces you guys want to have a chat about or just listen to me speak about. This is what we're working with, let's bounce ideas off of each other and figure out exactly how to work the game of the world, right? Go ahead, subscribe, go ahead and comment, like, share. This way it is circulating through the algorithms of YouTube and anything else that this is going to be posted on. Go ahead and share. And I appreciate y'all for watching to this point, and we're gonna see each other the next one. So thank y'all for coming through to Present Not Perfect. I always love talking to y'all. I always love coming into, knowing of something when I have these chats with you guys. So I appreciate y'all for the space. I appreciate y'all for the love y'all show. I appreciate y'all for the backlash that, might be given at any time, because it gives me something new to think about. It's all invited. It's all welcome. So I will go ahead and see y'all the next time. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Bye.